Happy 1 year anniversary to Marvel Rivals, and honestly, this game will have a beautiful future ahead of it. I'm counting on it. This has been such an amazing year for me too as a content creator, and I thank Marvel Rivals for the opportunity to be a partner. This has been one of the greatest opportunities I had, and I've played a lot this game. This is my most played game this year. But let's not talk about that anymore. How are your Marvel Rivals 1 year stats? You can go check them right now in the game. Just open it and go to the anniversary section, and you will see there's something. Here are mine, my most played heroes, and all that bullshit. I'm posted also a video on TikTok if you want to watch it. But this video is going to be a wish list / prediction for what I think will be in 2026 in Marvel Rivals, so like heroes and playable characters and maybe a few season thematics. So let's not yap anymore and like just go straight into the video with this month, actually with December. Season 5.5, we already know what hero you will get. We will get Rogue. Yeah, Rogue. Now, what do I think Rogue roles will be? I think she obviously will be a Vanguard that will have some healing capacity. She will be a Vanguard strategist hybrid in some form. I think that will be the most interesting thing. I don't think Rogue fits as a, as a strategist herself. She's buff, okay guys? She's like really strong. She literally has Captain Marvel's powers. That's like, she's OP. If you've seen anything X-Men, you know that she can't be just a strategist. It doesn't make sense with Ultron, but they at least have a lore reason. With Rogue, it just doesn't make sense. She needs to be a Vanguard, in my opinion, and this is what I think they will do. She will be a Vanguard with some strategist thing put into it, like how Mr. Fantastic is a duelist Vanguard hybrid. But now let's get into actual predictions. In January and February, I think the two heroes we will get have already been teased in this season. Have you ever seen this like image before? It's from the last lore page from the season 5 lore, yeah? You can see these two characters and they are referred in the lore. I already talked about them in a video, but I think that these two characters are obviously supposed to be Deadpool and Elsa Bloodstone. And I think we'll get Deadpool in season 6.0 as a role, and I'm going to say what role I think Deadpool will be. And wait for this, I think Deadpool will be a strategist. Now I know this doesn't really make sense, but that's my opinion. And that is Elsa Bloodstone, who I think will be a duelist. Because it has been some time since we got a duelist, and I think we will not get two duelists so quickly one after another. So I think that Deadpool is a strategist and Elsa Bloodstone a duelist. But this is it. I don't know anything about Elsa Bloodstone, so I can't say anything. I think Deadpool will be like a strategist Vanguard hybrid. He will like be able to take a lot of damage, but he will also be able to heal some way. I'm not sure how, but I think he will be able to do it somehow. I don't know how, I don't care how. I just think it will be funny for Deadpool to be a strategist and for him to have some annoying voice lines saying that, oh, they made me a strategist, but I'm Deadpool, the merc with a mouth. I think that will be really fun. So yeah, this is my predictions. I don't care what you think. This is my video. Do on yourself if you want to. In season 7.0 in March, I think we will get maybe Juggernaut. And obviously he will be a Vanguard, a straight-on Vanguard that will bulldoze through buildings and destroy everything in his path because nothing can stop the Juggernaut. I think that will be a really interesting character to play as and fight against. A character that just goes forward and like a tank. I think that will be really interesting. And in season 7.5, we will get Cyclops. He has already been teased in Marvel Rivals in the season 5 trailer. And I think he will be a duelist. I'm sorry, no strategist this season. We will get a Vanguard and a strategist in my opinion. Now, I think that Cyclops could have some interesting things with his visor. I think he could use it as a mobility. He could use it as a sniper, as a sharpshooting thing. or he can use it in his ultimate by just removing his, his visor in general and just shooting everywhere. I think that would be a really interesting concept, and this is what I wish for Cyclops to be. And honestly, how do you not have the leader of the X-Men already in this game? Like, he is. When you think of X-Men, you will obviously also think of Cyclops. I don't know how we had all these characters and not Cyclops. But yeah, this is my season 7 wish list. Season 8 is happening in May. And May is my birth month. That's my birthday. And maybe Marvel Rivals will give me a birthday present and add Gwenpool to the game. I'm a Gwenpool fan. I've read all the comics and I want Gwenpool to the game. We already have Deadpool, and we already have literally her child, Jeff the Shark. It's not literally her child, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Gwenpool is the one who found Jeff, and then gave him to Kate Bishop because of some comic book mambo jumbo that I don't want to get into it. It's really interesting, go read it yourself. But I think that Gwenpool could be a really fun strategist, and I wish her to be a strategist. That's what I want, and I want Gwenpool to the game. How will she work again? I don't know, but she could do some amazing and interesting things with her power. But for season 8.5, I think we will get a villain that's really connected to Gwenpool, and I think we could get M.O.D.O.K in the game. M.O.D.O.K as a Vanguard. Maybe, just a Vanguard, straight on Vanguard. Maybe a Vanguard with some strategist abilities. Like maybe he could shield his teammates like Magneto does or something like that. I think he could be a fun Vanguard because obviously he will not fit any other role. But yeah, this is what I wish for season 8. Why not? Let's add another villain into the mix. For season 9.0 we could have Green Goblin, one of the greatest villains in Marvel history. He could be a really fun strategist, okay? Hear me out, hear me out. He could use his bombs as healing, because it doesn't need to make sense, obviously. Ultron can heal people with his virus. Why couldn't, like, Norman Osborn make some bombs that, like, heal your teammates? But he will be a strategist, duelist hybrid, so he will also do a lot of damage. His strategist thing will be annoying the hell out of the enemies by making them do a lot of things and dodge a lot of bombs. The bombs will not do much damage by themselves unless you use one of his abilities, but the bombs will be very annoying and he will be able to throw a lot of them while he is flying over the enemy team. I think that would be a really interesting concept, and I don't think that he should be a duelist, because for season 9.5 in August, Black Cat could be our duelist. I'm not sure what she could do, but she will be a really fun duelist to pair with Spider-Man himself. She could climb. She could climb on walls, similar to how similar to how Daredevil does. She could be a stealth duelist. Obviously, unfortunately, probably another dive character, but one with more stealth mechanics. Maybe something similar to Sombra from Overwatch in some way, because she is a thief. But so is Gambit. So I'm not sure exactly. But Gambit is really on the thief aspect in Marvel Rivals. So I think that Black Cat could also be an interesting duelist. I don't know, guys. I'm not sure. I'm not a game designer. Okay, I just think that she should be a really fun duelist to pair up with Spider-Man. I think it's finally time for season 10 to add back, or to finish the roster for the Guardians of the Galaxy with season 10.0, first adding Gamora as a duelist, obviously, because she will be again another melee duelist using her sword, probably a dive. I'm sorry, y'all. I know you all hate dive characters, me too, but Marvel just has a lot of characters that give the dive vibe. So I'm sorry. She will be a dive with swords, similar to Magic. My god, I'm so sorry. She could be interesting. I'm not sure how, but I think with her will also come Drax in season 10.5. and he will be a Vanguard that will be able to tank a lot of he will be able to tank a lot of damage, y'all. A dive tank, okay? We need another dive tank that just goes on the ground. Could have like a leaping ability. He could do a lot of interesting things. Again, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not a game designer. I'm just putting some ideas and yeah, some ideas on the table. But let's go into the anniversary season now, because this is where things will get a bit interesting. Now, November and December will be the season of villains, and we will first talk about season 11.0, where we will finally get Doctor Doom as a playable character for the anniversary event. Yeah, I think it will be long overdue for us to finally get Victor Von Doom playable. And he will be, wait for it, he will be probably a Vanguard duelist type hybrid. Because have you seen his Marvel Rivals design? He's so buff. He doesn't look like a duelist, he doesn't look like a strategist. He will definitely be some sort of Vanguard. Worst case scenario, he will be a duelist. He will be very interesting to play, and honestly, I have no idea. Obviously, Avengers Doomsday will come around the same time, and that will be able to promote the movie. Maybe we'll get a movie tie-in suit, that will be interesting. But for December, I think we will get another character that we've seen in Marvel Rivals but wasn't added playable. That being Dracula, that first appeared in Season 1 with the Fantastic Four as the villain of the season. I think he could be a very interesting strategist duelist Vanguard, because obviously he's Dracula, he's a vampire, and we all know that vampires have some healing properties to them, like they are eternal, they don't get sick and all of that. I think he will be a very interesting strategist to see in the game. Obviously, guys, every time I mention vampires, I need to mention I'm Romanian, so I would love a vampire in game. Obviously, we have Blade, but he's not really a vampire, he's more like a daywalker, and he's a daywalker, but you know what I mean, he's not a full-on vampire. But this is my season 11 wish list. Anyways, Marvel Rivals seems to have a bright future ahead of it, and I don't think that most of my predictions or wish list will come true this year. Eventually, maybe. I think that the 100% characters we will get next year are going to be Cyclops, Deadpool, Elsa Bloodstone, and maybe Doctor Doom and Black Cat. These are the 100% options. I don't expect to see most of them, or even in the role I assign them to. But this is why this is a wish list. I don't expect them to come true. But what is your wish list for next year for Marvel Rivals? For now, I was Spidey, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.